Hello there. Warm welcome to you on joining this live chat session. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you, Brother Alam, for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants. Let me welcome the members who have joined this live chat so far. Alam is the only member who has made it to the live chat session. Thank you for joining, Alam. Daniel Abate, there too. Daniel Solomon, Teddy Fan, RBK, Horn Analyst, A. Tamine Adogna, Mulugata Shimalis, Burjusuyama, Tamine Adogna, Nahom Architects, RBK, IB, Mulki Zorio. Saudi Arabia has just released a statement standing with Somalia. Elijah Kano, my friend, stays in touch with me, guides me. We argue a lot. Albal Libra, RBK, Jabo Ebro, Daniel Solomon, Mulgata Shimalis, Klaus New, Daniel Abate is wishing a happy Ethiopian holiday to all of us. EMDOS, Moni Moni has joined too. Welcome, Moni. Barak, Mukhtar, Saban, Jabo Ebro, Tamaskan Denka, Isfaldat Habte, Gizahagan, Aman Washe, Trapzon joined to another member. Welcome, Trapzon. Emmanuel Sahle, Janal Komsa. Moon is also a member. Welcome, Mooni. 3 members joined so far. Alam Gizao, Mooni, and Trapzon. If you want to be a member of the channel, you can click the link which is given in the description section of this live chat session and description section of every video. Click the link and you can be a member. Magatism joined to Amin Aliye Abdi Moa. All have joined. Thank you for joining. Dr. Ahmed Isse too says start the update. Let me just share a roundup with you. I'm not ignoring you. Amante Dasso participating as well. Let me share the summary with you. Hassan Sheikh, the president of Somalia, just an hour ago signed a law to stop Ethiopia's Somaliland deal. We'll talk about that in detail. Secondly, a correction about this reporting, which I am doing. Secondly, OLA, what is OLA doing? What is the situation of road closures in the Oromia region? What are OLA's plans? Thirdly, 2 top Fano commanders spoke in the last 48 hours. By the way, these Fano commanders are able to move freely. They're recording their sessions, their meetings with their fighters, but they cannot be traced by Ethiopian military. Lastly, Eritrea, which says that foreign aid always comes with a cost, and Agenda has received 25,000 tons of wheat from Russia. Ifani says, hi, Colonel Fano Sajid. Soon you will hear me called ENDF soldier conspiring against Somalia. You'll hear that, by the way. Or vice versa as well. Some people might say that Sajid is basically a Somali. He's conspiring against Ethiopia. Happy Ethiopian Christmas to you, Saji says, Idosa Mulata. Stay blessed, Idosa. Awul Ababia's comment, first one, long one, let me read it a little. Oh, Sajid, at previous time, and some that is about, I cannot understand your comment. Daniel is asking question, doesn't work for us who living in Addis Ababa. Open Mind claims Somalia is getting more and more supporters. Ifani says Sajid hates Oromos. Why would Sajid hate Oromos? What has Sajid to gain by hating Oromos? Why? Oromos watch me. They stay in touch with me. I have friends from Oromia, friends from diaspora as well. But don't expect that I would blindly support OLA's narratives or Oromia government's narratives. Let me start viewers, because some viewers say, Sajid, you take too much time to start your updates, so we have to wait for sometimes 20, 30 minutes. Actually, I start responding to comments, questions. That is why it gets a little late. Let me start. Can I start? I read your comments because I want to take you on board so that you are here. You are here, and I want to listen to you as well. I want to read your comments too. I want to make it an interactive sort of live chat. That is why I read your comments, questions, because that is how we feel connected while we are here. Now, Ethiopia, Somalia, attention. Somalia resorting to all measures to stop Ethiopia. All measures. Hassan Sheikh, the president, is under immense pressure. I did a video a few hours ago. I told you that Ethiopian PM Abiy tried to contact Hassan Sheikh. And I spoke in detail in that video that Hassan Sheikh wouldn't respond to Abiy's call at this point of time because he is under immense pressure. Pressure on him from Al-Shabaab, from opposition parties, from diaspora. So he does not want to commit political suicide. He does not want to be seen as soft on Ethiopia. He won't respond to Abiy's call. And people are demanding actions from Hassan Sheikh. 3 actions mainly. Firstly, they are demanding that Hassan Sheikh must immediately declare Ethiopian ambassador to Somalia persona non grata, which has not been done by Somali government so far. Somalia has recalled its ambassador to Ethiopia, but it has not expelled Ethiopian ambassador. First action. Second action is Somalia's withdrawal. Hawks in Somalia want Hassan Sheikh to withdraw from Somalia, Somaliland. Talks which resumed a few days ago in Djibouti, ended well, ended on a good note. But after that, Musa Abdi went to Ethiopia and the MOU was signed. The Hawks want Hassan Sheikh to withdraw from talks with Somaliland. Thirdly, Hawks wanted Hassan Sheikh to sign a law to repeal, to cancel, to nullify the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. Fourthly, some very hardliner Hawks want government of Somalia to give a green light to Al-Shabaab to take on Ethiopia. Some hardliners. So I don't think it's an official policy of Somalia's government, because if Al-Shabaab is unleashed on Ethiopia, it will have serious repercussions for Somalia as well. These are 4 main actions which are being demanded from Hassan Sheikh government. Hassan Sheikh has not expelled Ethiopian ambassador so far. He has not given the green light to Al-Shabaab so far. He has not announced the withdrawal from talks with Somaliland. But he has taken first action. He has signed a law. The law has been approved by both houses of Somalia's parliament. Hassan Sheikh has cancelled, he has nullified Ethiopia's Somaliland Memorandum of Understanding. Law has been passed, signed by Hassan Sheikh government, Hassan Sheikh himself, approved by the parliament houses of Somalia. Hassan Sheikh just a few minutes ago confirmed the signing of this law. He said this is in accordance with international law. Somaliland is part. Someone is saying, fix your mic. Any problem with my mic? No, Alim says fine. A trap zone problem on your side, mic is fine. So Hassan Sheikh has signed the law a few minutes ago. What is the purpose of signing of this law, by the way? Does Hassan Sheikh government want to take the battle with Ethiopia to some international court? That is why this law has been passed. And now, on the basis of this law, Hassan Sheikh government can take the matter to a court of law. Let me welcome Solo Bio, another member who has joined. Maybe it's internet connection, its speeds fluctuates. That is why you are seeing this problem. But most viewers say mic is fine. So I think on the basis of the law passed by Hassan Sheikh government today, the government might take matters to some court. Court at some international level. Can today's law stop Ethiopia from signing a deal with Somaliland? Let's see. We'll have to see. Obviously, no money. Obviously, Somaliland is going to reject this new law. The law has been signed by Hassan Sheikh in the capacity of head of Somalia. Internationally, Somaliland is part of Somalia. Somaliland has no representation at any international forum, at African Union, at IGAD, at UN. Somaliland has no seat. It's basically Somalia. Hassan Sheikh can sign this law. I think the fight between Somalia and Ethiopia could take a legal turn. Somalia filed a case against, I think, Kenya, but a court case went on, and the court ruled in favor of Somalia a few months ago, if you remember. Maybe Somalia is making preparation for a similar case against Somaliland or Ethiopia to stop the coming agreement between Ethiopia and Somaliland. It's a big development. By the way, if matter is taken to an international court, I think it would be better for both the parties. Because the way we are seeing tensions rising between Ethiopia and Somalia, these are alarming tensions. I would be surprised if there was military escalation between the two sides. It would be better if the matter is taken to a court, or if the two sides sit at the table, or if there is some mediation involved. That is the best solution, maybe, because I think Somalia has made up its mind that no matter what happens, it won't allow Ethiopia to recognize Somaliland. It won't allow Ethiopia to build a military base and a port in Somaliland. By the way, Elijah contacted me today. Elijah is here, And he said, Sajid, your views about you said that the main issue between Ethiopia and Somalia is the recognition of Somaliland by Ethiopia, possible recognition. But you're overlooking the second point. And second point is the establishment of Ethiopian military base in Somaliland, which Somalia will never accept. You are underestimating this point. Somalia stood with Ethiopia, he said, when Egypt was planning to build a military base in Somalia. Now, Somalia won't allow Ethiopia to build a military base, a port in Somaliland. Uh, he could be right, but my analysis is that main problem for Somalia is a likely recognition of Somaliland by Ethiopia. Because if Ethiopia recognizes Somaliland, Ethiopia won't be alone. You'll see that. Ethiopia is a major country in Africa. You'll see other countries recognize Somaliland as well. That could be a game changer for Somaliland. So I think main problem for Somalia is that it will lose its case, its claim to Somaliland, because countries will start recognizing Somaliland after Ethiopia. This is what I understand. This is the main issue. Yes, establishment of a military base, Ethiopian military base in Somaliland could be a matter of concern for Somalia as well, especially a port for 50-year lease, also a matter of concern for Somalia. So this is what happened in the last 2 hours in Somalia. The battle is taking a legal turn, it seems. Muni says, when Ethiopia recognizes, others will follow. Yes, I agree, Muni. And maybe Ethiopia won't be alone. Recognizing Somaliland, before that, Ethiopia will talk to others. And several countries could recognize Somaliland together, I think. Abe Kareo is asking about an agreement between US and Somaliland about use of Berbera port. I am not aware of any agreement. I only reported about visits by US military officers of Somaliland. They visited Somaliland a few months ago. They wanted to establish a base there. I am not aware of any agreement signed between the two sides. Akim Kila says, what will happen if Somalia recognizes Ogaden as a free country? Well, I think the parallels maybe are not right or not correct. Somaliland is a self-declared country. Several countries have their consulates there. It has been fighting for recognition for decades. Groups in Somali region of Ethiopia also have claims they want greater Somali region, Ogaden. But comparing Somali region and Somaliland, maybe the comparison is lopsided, I would say. Moni is making fun of Fano fighters. Trabzon says Turkey has 90-year lease port in Sudan. Port lease is no big deal. Turkey is a port lease in Sudan. Turkey is a military base in Somalia too. Alim is commenting about Turkey. Yes, I think Turkey's role is going to be crucial. What will Turkey do? Is Turkey in defense cooperation with Somalia? Will Turkey send its naval forces to protect Somalia's coasts? By the way, I have covered Turkey's interventions in some countries. Turkey's intervention in Syria, intervention in Libya, intervention in Azerbaijan Armenia war, intervention in Ethiopia. Erdogan, I think, takes very strong, clear positions. Whenever he decides that he should intervene, then he does not pull any punches. He gives full backing to the parties which he supports. In Syria, Syria is a different story because Syria shares border with Turkey. Turkey wanted to keep armed groups away from its borders. But in Syria, Turkey and Syrian forces fought while Turkey maintained its relations with Russia. In Libya, Turkey sent its forces, its ground forces. In Azerbaijan, Armenia, again, Turkey intervened. Turkish F-16 were deployed to Azerbaijan. Turkey sent its drone operators. In Ethiopia, again, Turkey intervened. Turkish drone operators changed the battlefield balance. If Turkey decides to support Somalia, Ethiopia will be in big trouble because Turkey will support Somalia fully. It will send its forces, it will send its navy to protect Somalia's coast. That is why Hassan Sheikh held a telephonic conversation with Erdogan. He talked to CC2. These could be big allies for Hassan Sheikh. CC, Erdogan, maybe Isaias Afwerki too, though he might not support publicly, but secretly he'll support Somalia as well. Somalia will have to be very careful. A country fractured, fighting insurgency, Al-Shabaab in control of large territories. Can it afford a new, bigger military escalation? Or should it resort to diplomatic means, legal means to stop Ethiopia? Let's see. Well, let's see what Turkey does. Classic Gunnar says Turkey Navy is already on its way. Let's see. We'll see when it arrives, where it arrives. By the way, this region is a very complicated region these days. So many players are here. 10-country naval force deployed here. Houthis fighting too. They are firing missiles. Russians are not here, I think, but they would like to be here. So can Turkey unilaterally decide to support Somalia by sending its naval forces? That remains to be seen. US already here. What will US do? Let me now speak a little about Fano because Mooney was ridiculing Fano groups. He has every right to make fun of Fano, but I want to inform him about Fano's activities. By the way, I have not been able to cover Fano's activities because of this new tension between Ethiopia and Somalia. A lot is happening in the Amhara region. Fano groups, Fano commanders moving freely, addressing their fighters, groups trying to create central authority. Ethiopian government nowhere to be seen. Ethiopian government is so incompetent that it cannot trace these Fano commanders. We know where Skandar is. Skandar was in Wollo, he was in Shua. Maybe his videos, pictures come after he has left the zones, but at least we're reporting. Government cannot trace where Skandar is. Government can't trace where Zamina Kasi is. 2 days ago, Zamina Kasi was seen addressing his soldiers, not soldiers, his fighters. And Zamina Kasi urged Fano fighters to create unity. He said there are problems. There are always problems between the people who are fighting for a common cause. For the sake of Amhara resistance movement, people should be united. Amhara groups, Fano groups should be united. He said that we have to fight against ourselves, then we have to fight against our colleagues, and then we're able to fight against our enemies. So when we fight against our colleagues, it means that we are resolving our internal disputes. He mentioned his deputy, whose name is Elimo. He said that I and Elimo developed differences, but we then reconcile. That is how we are progressing. So he asked all Fano groups to be united. Then Skandar viewers. Skandar has turned into a mysterious figure. He is in Gujam, based in Gujam, but he traveled from Gujam to Wollo 2 days ago. Not 2 days ago. A few days ago, he was seen in Gujam, in Wollo. I shared his pictures from Wollo. Tiago says Fano captured Gonda city today. Biggest confirmation will come from a viewer who is from there, by the way. He's in touch with me. If it happened, he'll be the first one to contact me. I know him because he has been in touch with me for months. So I'll confirm that after this live chat. Is Fano in control of Gonda? It cannot be in control of Gonda. Maybe an attack there somewhere, but let me verify after this live chat. So Skandar from Gojam arrived in Wollo a few days ago. And then he visited Shoa. I shared his picture from Shoa 2 days ago. And today we saw a clip of Skandar talking to hundreds of Fano members in Shoa. And the Fano members were committing to continue the struggle, to stay united in the fight. Skandar mobilizing fighters there. He is trying to create internal unity among Fano groups. Government does not know. And today's program, today's video, not I think it was held a few days ago, but released today. The video shows Skandar with hundreds of Fano fighters. Some indoor setup where Skandar was addressing people, and then people committed to support the struggle, obviously Fano fighters. So Fano groups are there, Muni. They are there carrying out attacks too. No big change. I think they entered Mecca and Salam 2 days ago. They carried out attacks on some police stations too in the last 48 hours. Same situation in the Amhara region, no big change. What government is claiming is not right. 3 to 4 days ago, they entered Debre Birhan. You saw what happened there. Road was blocked for hours. Road was blocked. And they've been operating in other parts of North Shore as well. I think near Attaya too, there was fighting between Fano and military today. So no big change on the ground in terms of Fano's capabilities. Yes, if you say, if anyone says that Fano would reach Addis tomorrow, no, it won't happen. But to say that Fano groups have been defeated, they have been disbanded, no, that's not the right picture which we're receiving from the ground. Any update on Tigray? MT is asking. Tigray wants to create unity, reconciliation before taking any official position. That meeting which started, I think, 2 months ago, still ongoing. Different reporting being shared about the outcome of the meeting. We don't know what is happening there. Still meeting ongoing reported. Some say it ended 2 days ago and some decisions have been made, but no one knows what has been decided. Basically, Tigray is trying to hammer out its internal problems and differences. Can Tigray reach a common ground? People of Tigray, I mean, opposition parties, Tigray interim government, TPLF, and reach some sort of consensus to take positions about national, regional issues. That remains to be seen. And then drought a famine-like situation there, not just in Tigray, but in Amhara as well. Amhara government issued a statement yesterday, 1.8 million people in Amhara could be in danger because of a severe drought in several zones of Amhara. In Tigray, to severe drought. So it's very painful to see that while people are facing existential threat because of drought and famine, government is not focused on putting an end to droughts and famines, I think. Proud Habisha says there is fighting in Gondar, but don't think they have captured full Gondar city. Let me speak a little about the Oromo liberation now. Today I have 4 topics, so I have to speak a lot. I'm not reading your comments as much as I read mostly. 4 topics in this live chat. We have already passed 32 minutes. OLA. What is OLA doing? What is the situation in the Oromo region of Ethiopia? Roads blocked, viewers. Today, this morning, I got an update, and main roads are blocked in West Valaga, East Valaga, Kalam Valaga, in some parts of southern Oromia, to some roads between Oromia and BG, Oromia and Gambala were blocked. By blocked, I mean the roads were empty, deserted. Because Oromo Liberation Army threatened public transport owners, cargo vehicle owners, that no one should come on the roads. Otherwise, vehicles will be attacked. And several public vehicles have been attacked, set on fire by OLA members. So that is why there are no vehicles on the roads deserted. And this call from OLA is leading to serious economic repercussions. Prices of food items going up, prices of items like sugar, salt, etc. going up. And today, OLA warned by them in a statement that some people are involved in price hike. They'll be dealt with. But obviously, if supplies don't reach markets, prices are set to go up. That is what is happening in some parts of Addis Ababa as well. Why is OLA doing that? Question is, what does OLA want to achieve? What is its objective? OLA wants to prove, first, I think, objective is that OLA wants to paralyze Ethiopian economy. Fano has paralyzed Amhara regional government, Amhara regional economy, businesses, investments to a standstill there. OLA wants to do the same. It wants to inflict economic loss on Ethiopian government. Government is facing an economic challenge. Its birth value is declining. It has not been able to get a bailout package, and foreign companies are withdrawing. Maybe OLA believe this is the time to hit government economically. That is why roads being blocked, economic activities being disrupted, firstly. Secondly, OLA wants to prove that it has public support behind its movement, and that chaos are reborn. Kio movement, which forced the collapse of EPRDF, led by Jawar. OLA is trying to resuscitate the Kio movement, I think. And at some later stage, maybe OLA could back some public demonstrations in Oromia, though it's not clear. It has not been made public by OLA so far. But can OLA continue this strategy of roadblocks for long? I don't think so. It will be difficult for the Oromo Liberation Army to continue this strategy. Why? Because people are suffering. Oromia region Yes, this strategy by OLA has exposed the authority of Oromia government. The government is nowhere to be seen. And OLA called for a strike, businesses closed, transport suspended, roads deserted. It means there is no government in Oromia. Government cannot protect its infrastructure. So big message from OLA that it is a big force in the Oromia region. But I think OLA will have to change its strategy. If OLA presses ahead with this policy, it will lose support in Oromia. Disruption in economic activity will be very painful for the people of Oromia region. Let's see. But this is what I have learned about the Oromo Liberation Army's new plan, that it wants to destabilize the economy. And by the way, uh, people are indoors. Why? Because they are scared. It's not that they support the Oromo Liberation. People who run businesses, obviously, they don't want their businesses to be closed. The businesses are closed, it is because all are threatening them. So people don't want their businesses to be looted, destroyed, or burned. That is why they are following this ultimatum, this announcement of road closures by the Oromo Liberation Army. One correction, viewers. Several viewers pointed out this mistake which I made. I reported about the location of likely Ethiopian port and military base in Somaliland. Lugaya is the name of the place, and Lugaya is in Odal region, Odal zone of Somaliland. I said that Somali Isas are in majority in Odal, in Lugaya. Several viewers commented me. They said, Sadi, the Somali Isas are not in majority there. Yes, Somali Isas live there in large number. I think Somali Isas are second largest community there. Someone commenting Odal is not in Somali region. Others would say that Somali region is not a region, it's part of Somalia. So, yes, Somali Isas are not number one clan in Odal, in Lugaya. They're number two, I think. Number one tribe is Kadabursi, I think. And in terms of numbers. Number two is Somali Isa. So Somali Isa is a big tribe living there. But so far, this MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland has not been rejected by major tribal elders. I've seen a few statements from Somaliland of some tribal leaders criticizing this MOU, but they are, I think, elders of small tribes. Big tribes are yet to speak. This tribe, Gadabursi and Somalisa's main tribal leaders have not rejected the MOU signed so far. If they reject the MOU, there could be a game changer in support of Somalia, but it has not happened so far. People are asking questions about Eritrea. Simon Tesfaye says, what's new in Eritrea, Sajid? Well, Eritrea has received wheat from Russia. I think it received wheat on Thursday. 25,000 tons of wheat as a gift. Free food aid for Eritrea from Russia. When Russia held Russia-Africa Summit a few months ago, it announced free wheat deliveries for some African countries. Eritrea was one of those countries. So Eritrea has received this gift. 25,000 tons of wheat from Russia. I just want to make one point. ISAS, a Turkish government, has been criticizing the delivery of foreign aid to African countries, saying that aid always comes with a cost. Aid comes with an agenda. Question is, does only US Western aid come with an agenda, or Russian aid comes with agenda as well? If USAID has interests in providing aid to African countries, the World Food Program as well, how can we say that Russia has no interests while it is providing free wheat to African countries? Obviously, all global powers have their interests when they send aids to poor countries. They want their interest to be protected. And an Eritrean president has been a very staunch supporter of the establishment of a new world order, urging, if not inciting, urging China and Russia to take the lead to create a new world order. And he's one of those world leaders who have been very vocal against US, against Russia, against US, against European countries. So that is why he got aid, because he is working and his interests match the interests of Russians and Chinese. Muni says 40% of Eritrean children are underweight due to lack of food. I'm not aware of the statistics, but if your report is correct, it's alarming. It's very alarming. Who is to blame? The government. Dakir Salah is making a correction saying, do not say logaya, say loghaya. Then people can understand better. Loghaya, am I correct now? Am I right? Loghaya. Ilyas says, thank you, Dakir. Ilyas says that, yes, but they don't interfere in internal matters like USA or West. Well, they do interfere. I think the way of interference could be different, but they want their interest to be protected. They want allies on their sides. This is a fight between global powers, and these powers want smaller countries to be on their sides. Loghaya. Okay, I'll pronounce this as Loghaya from now on. Why does Somaliland refuse to give Zila even if the main interest of Ethiopian government was in Zila? I don't know if Somaliland refused or if Ethiopia was not interested in taking Zila. We don't know. A is saying Isaias was against aid because no one gave it to him. Basagarbi says, are Eritreans jealous of Somaliland or loving Somalia for interfering in Ethiopian and Somaliland affairs on social media? Well, if you see the social media trend, I think that the Eritrean activists are pro-Somalia. They are opposing this MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. They are backing the position of Somalia's government. And these activists are backed by the government in most cases, by the way. So that just shows the unofficial position of Eritrean government. And government is definitely going to back Somalia, overtly or covertly. That remains to be seen. Stefano says you are good at analyzing the Fano movement. You are making your analysis based on general truth while missing facts on ground and the long rooted Ethiopia Somalia context. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I am only sharing the developments with you, statements of Janel's president of Somalia, Ethiopian government's moves. So correct me where I'm wrong, but I have covered Ethiopia more. Uh, so I haven't covered Ethiopia-Somalia bilateral relations a lot. But what I have seen so far, let me share my analysis with you. What I have seen so far, I talk to people from Somaliland. I talk to people from Somali region of Ethiopia, from Somalia, from Ethiopia. What I have seen so far is that we are heading towards a big escalation in this part of the world if there is no peaceful way of resolving the conflict. Somalia has made up its mind it will resort to all tactics to stop Ethiopia. Ethiopia so far is adamant that it wants to sign the deal with Somaliland. Somalia will definitely interfere in Ethiopia. It will interfere in Somaliland as well. Ethiopia will interfere in Somalia to vice versa. And if regional players become involved, it means we could see a mess, a bigger mess in this part of the world. This region is seriously destabilized. War in Sudan, war in Somalia, warlike situation in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. So, if there is no peaceful way of resolving this new tension, we could see a bigger instability in the Horn of Africa. So, this is the time to intervene. That is why we're seeing statements, by the way, so many statements so far from international community, because countries realize that what is happening is going to have regional consequences. I think. Unimusica a little late. Welcome, Unimusica. China will support Somalia due to Taiwan. China won't support Somaliland. We can say that. Because 49 minutes have passed. I think we should end this live chat session. I covered 4 topics in this live chat. I told you about the new law passed by 2 parliament houses in Somalia, signed with the president. President has nullified Ethiopia, Somaliland MOU. We could see start of a legal battle between Somalia and Ethiopia. Secondly, I talked about 2 Fano commanders, Skandar and Zamina Kasi, have been seen addressing their fighters. Their parents recorded they are able to travel across the Amhara region. Skandar was in Gojam. From there, he went to Wolo, and his last video is from Shoa. Thirdly, talked about the Oromo Liberation Army. OLA wants to inflict economic loss on Ethiopian government, Oromo government. That is why it is blocking all roads. It is trying to disrupt economic activities in the Oromia region. It wants to show that people are behind its movement, though people are suffering because food prices are going up in the Oromia region. And last we talked about Eritrea, which has received 25,000 tons of free wheat from Russia. Isas Evoki has been saying that aid always comes with a cost. This gift is also a form of aid, but now he is receiving Russian aid. Will it come with a cost as well? That remains to be seen. Thank you, Jabir. You joined late today. Thank you for joining. Yusuf, yes, I am from Pakistan. Uh, let's end this live chat. Thank you for joining, viewers. Stay blessed. All prayers for you. I've been seeing the chit chat between Moon and others. I don't mind the comments. Please do interact with each other in these live chat sessions. That is the beauty of this channel, that we talk to each other. I speak, I read your comments, I read your questions, and then at the end we depart, we say goodbye and to rejoin each other the next day. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow in the next live chat session. Stay blessed. Bye bye.